Hamilton Hall, a notable building in Salem, Massachusetts, named after our founding father Alexander Hamilton, was built in 1805 by Samuel McIntyre. Hamilton Hall has been designated a registered National Historic Landmark under the provisions of the Historic Sites Act of August 21, 1935. This site possesses exceptional value in commemorating or illustrating the history of the United States. But there was a resident family living there around the mid-1900s, the Remonds. John Remond came to Salem, Massachusetts in 1798 on a ship called the Six Brothers. He was only 10 years old at the time. He then came to train to become a hairdresser in Boston, and this is where he met his future wife, Nancy Lennox. Nancy Lennox was talented in the culinary arts and later influenced their decision to get involved in the catering business. John Remond and Nancy Lennox ran a catering business there for many years. This was essentially the root cause of why Hamilton Hall has expanded into a place to host many important events, like weddings, proms, lectures, and even music concerts. One particular event the Remonds hosted back in 1824 was a feast for the Marquis de Lafayette. He was a famous revolutionist in the American and French Revolution and was known as the hero of two worlds. The Marquis de Lafayette is now recognized on a plaque outside of Hamilton Hall for attending the Remonds banquet as a guest of honor. As well as being caterers, the Remonds were also activists for equal rights, anti-slavery, and women's suffrage. But it was not just Nancy Lennox and John Remond. Well-known activists Sarah Parker Remond and Charles Lennox Remond, their son and daughter, were also strong advocates for these causes. John and Charles co-founded the Salem Anti-Slavery Society in 1834, and Nancy co-founded the Salem Female Anti-Slavery Society in 1832. However, despite all of this, Sarah Parker Remond and her sister were expelled out of Salem High School due to their race, and their father, John Remond, moved their whole family to Newport, Rhode Island in protest. This just goes to show how the whole family was so committed and determined in creating a rising abolitionist movement in not just Salem, but the whole United States. The Remonds, who were free African Americans, left a legacy of hospitality and social activism and will be celebrated for many years to come. To this day, Hamilton Hall still hosts many important events and celebrations, as it has done so for over 200 years, and it will continue to do so to make sure the legacy of the Remond family lives on.